I guess I do call Ormond Beach, the Daytona Beach area of Florida, home. I do call that home because I grew up there, and that's where my family lives, and that is home to me. As far as just when I think about where's home, because that's where I grew up, and so I guess that's my idea of home right now is where I grew up. Because I've never really established any kind of a home for myself anywhere else. I mean, I've lived places a long period of time, but I've always kind of moved around, moved to different apartments, this, that, or the other thing, and I've not really found a place that's a really good fit for me that I can say is home to me, that I feel is more home than the place that I grew up. It's not really a question of liking it or disliking it. It's just sort of what's inside of me as far as where my home is. So I guess that would have to be the Daytona Beach area of Florida.
So what would make some place you were living home?
Well, I don't know. Home in another sense, I guess, is what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess someplace that I felt inside that I belonged, and like this was just really, where I was supposed to be and where I wanted to stay forever. And, so I guess my idea of home is twofold. I guess my first idea is, where I grew up, and so that's always home to me, kind of like, I don't know, a homing bird or some homing pigeon or something. But then the second idea is I guess the place that I hope someday to find, and don't know if I ever will. So home to me seems very, I mean, in some ways it's who I am. It's almost emotional and difficult to describe what home is, because it's so it's just so internal, and so I almost don't I almost feel like I don't really want to completely talk about it. It's not that comfortable to talk about with the whole world, and so since I know the whole world is going to be listening to me, it's not that comfortable.
It's very personal to you, then? Is that what you're saying?
I guess so, a little bit. I don't know if I quite use that word. I like the word internal.
Okay. So,
but I could just say, well, home is where you live. Period. The end. That's it. Because a lot of people believe that, and in a sense, I believe that too. But then there are all these other things about home, and I guess it just depends on how you're defining the word.
I'm wondering if home can be in another person instead of in a place.
Oh, well, that's interesting. From several standpoints, I guess home could be in another person. Sure, yeah. I don't know if it can be for me, because it hasn't been yet, I guess. I'd like to think that it could be in some ways, but I haven't had that experience. So home being in another person, I think, would be really kind of neat, because to me what that means is that if your home is in another person, it's really more with another person. And that means that wherever you are, as long as you're with that person, you feel at home. And I don't know, I haven't had that experience, I guess. I really haven't had that experience where I just know there's one person that is home to me, and if I'm with that person, that that's everything inside that I need.